more days to the end. 2 more days to the end of June
2022. Welcome, guys. Welcome. This is the AM Club, as we rightly said, and you're watching us on MS24 TV. We're also broadcasting live from our Silicon Square studios in East Legon, Accra.
So today we have a very, very jam-packed show for you. I mean, every single day is a jam-packed day. So we are starting off with, of course, Coffee Daily, where we are bringing you all of the news that has been happening in the last 24 hours, or the gist, or the information, or the crazy things, or the tweets. We're about to give it to you right here on the show.
Absolutely. On the Lifestyle Daily, we are discussing whether or not Ghana is an expensive country. We've had a few experts come in and say, oh, it's a really expensive country, you know, things are expensive compared to Nigeria and some English West African countries, even Francophone countries. Ghana is very expensive. So we're really having a conversation and looking at the dynamics, why Ghana is said to be a very expensive country. So we'll be talking about that. Do you think Ghana is an expensive country?
I think Ghana has become extremely expensive for no reason.
For no reason?
For no reason. There's no reason for it to be as expensive as it is. That wasn't a reason. That wasn't a reason to make it expensive.
The government says
but they're using it as an excuse, in my opinion.
Right. Right.
And
well, Travel Tuesday.
There you go. We are going to travel, guys. The only person that needs to be telling you about travel is your girl, Miss Drew. And so today we have got a special guest, Nappy Briggs, who's going to be talking to us about how to create amazing content in other countries. We're moving away from Ghana. How to make amazing travel content in other countries. The do's, the don'ts, the things you must look out for, all of that good stuff.
Can't wait for that. And also on the plug, we're going to be telling you about our new initiative. Experience More campaign is happening on MX24 TV. I'm sure you've seen some posts, and you'll be seeing some posts as well somewhere in the week. But we have something really nice prepared for you. It's a big one, and it's called Experience More on MX24 TV. So we're going to be talking about that on the plug today.
Lovely. Now you guys already know, without you, we are not complete. So we need you to get interactive on all of our social media platforms. That's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Get connected. Let us know where you are watching from. Let us know if you are enjoying the show. Let us even know if you have any comments or questions. And one of the best places to let us know is on our WhatsApp. So the WhatsApp number is 055-033-1511. Get involved. We want to know how you are feeling. You are the other third slice to the cake.
And you can also reach us via our social media handles at MX24GH on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Speaking of which, now time for my daily dose of Vim. This is how we kick off the show proper, where we give you some nice music video to start the mood of the show. And this is where you also send us messages. What do you call it? It could be a music video, it could be a quote, it could be a Bible verse, something that inspires you and motivates you. Share it with us so that we can also get into the mood and then start off the show quickly. So the number is 055-033-1511, 055-033-1511, or on social media at MX24GH on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And like I keep saying, whilst you're on YouTube, please do well to like, share, subscribe, and comment on our videos.
Now, yes, today is a very special day. It's not only EL's birthday, but it's our producer, Chi-Chi's birthday. Without Chi-Chi, we don't have a lot of things on the show. So, Chi-Chi, happy birthday to you, our sweetheart. And this is a song by EL, and it's also his birthday, Coco. We'll see you after this.
So when you see me rolling on your block, it be my God. Like a sickly woman, coco, in my God. I never they wonder, never worry. My baba, they my body. I never they holler for my money, I call on my God. I never they wonder, never worry. My baba, they my body. I never they holler for my money, I call on my God. My people, let me hear you say. Be coco, I they get it from my God. Oh. My people, let me hear you say. Bikoko, wahala bikoko for my God. My people, let me hear you say. Bikoko, no matter bikoko for my God. I go the shocky for my God. I soto for my God. I go shokoto for my God. I go the shocky for my God. I soto for my God. I go shokoto for my God. Waiting no be come for my God. EL baby, the wahala be come for my God. On the beach, you waiting no be come for my God. No matter be coco for my God. Sky.
Good morning. Yes, you are still watching the AM Club on MX24. And if you are just joining us, oh my goodness, you've joined in at the right time, because it is time for Daily Dose of Vim, where we, or you actually, the viewers, share with us the amazing quote, song, Bible verse that is keeping you motivated for the day or even for the week. And I always say sharing is caring, so it's important to share, because you never know which viewer you also are motivating. So we have got a lot. You guys have been sending in your messages. You guys are real. You guys are loyal. We're gonna get into it. We got the first one that says, "Good morning, my beautiful queen. I love you so much. You are looking amazing." Oh, thank you so much. That is some nice motivation for me. I don't feel amazing, but at least I look amazing. Thank you. We have good morning, happy Tuesday. You both look amazing. Miss Drew, I'm so happy to see you. Oh, that feels great. My daily dose of him is sometimes you can only reach the 1 million by speaking first to the few who have access to the 1 million. Trust the process. Yes, ma'am. It is important to trust the process, guys. Allow the journey to go where it wants to go, and everything will work out in the end. We have, hello, I'm watching you guys live from Amasaman. Hello. Hello, good morning, AM Club. This is Erasmus from Asin. You look good, and I always love to see you. My daily dose of him is you have to be at your strongest when you are at your weakest. And that one, I feel that right here. That one is definitely true. Thank you so much for sharing. Hi, my role model, Miss Drew. Hey. This is your little princess Angela. Oh, from Donkwa. We lost our dear friend yesterday, an old student in Kumasi. She posted a TikTok last Sunday evening, and that was just yesterday morning she passed away. So I want to use this opportunity to tell everyone my daily dose of Vim, which is make every moment count while you still have breath. My condolences to everyone. May her gentle soul rest in perfect peace, and my greetings to the handsome man over there. I love you so much, Miss Drew. Oh, and condolences as well to your friend. We are so sorry. Condolences to her and her family, but it's true. Enjoy every single day as if it's your last, because you never know when your last moment would be. Oh, we have another one that says, "Good morning. I'm watching you guys. You are simply the best, Miss Drew." Oh, keep up the good work. Thank you. That's nice. Hello, and good morning. That is why, there is hell in hello and good in goodbye. That's why you shouldn't be afraid of goodbye, but be careful with those who say hello. Wow. That's from Bright this morning. Oof. That's a deep one. That is very deep. Good morning. This is, of course, the one and only Cultured. Hey, Cultured. So my DDOV for today is, don't be only close with someone who makes you happy, but be close with someone who can't be happy without you. It makes a lot of difference in life. Yes. Make sure you focus on the people that can't live without you. Oof. You feel more appreciated, right? Good morning, Miss Drew and Priscilla. Hey, Priscilla, watching us live from Techiman. My daily dose of info today is don't let the expectations and opinions of other people affect your decisions. It's your life, not theirs. Do what matters most to you and do what makes you feel alive and happy. Yes, do what makes you feel happy. I always say that. Do what makes you happy, guys. Do what makes you feel alive. Do what makes you feel valued. Last two. Good morning, MX24. I'm Ideas from Kumasi. My DDOV for this morning is, it is possible for you to do the right thing for the wrong reason. Doing this will go a long way to help us in our society. Greetings to you all. Oh, wow, there's so many. Oh, guys, there's so many. Let me do the last one, please. Good morning, my angel. You look amazing. Time and tide waits for no man. Don't wait for anyone to push you. Get it yourself. That's from Raspa from Takrady, T-Town, Oil City. You guys know how much I love Takrady. So many messages. Thank you guys so much, so much for sending in your daily dose of Vim. There's a lot. There's a lot. I see Spider. I see La Flame. I see EQ Prime. I see you all. Hopefully we'll find a way to put them out on our Instagram as well. But guys, that is it for our daily dose of Vim. But we're going to make sure we talk to you guys about the problem of human trafficking that is still happening in and around our borders today. It is important for you guys to please imagine it is yourself, your sister, your sibling that's been taken away to work on the Volta Lake for 8 hours, and think about if it even is you that is, it's your child, or you get taken away. You're told that, you're paid a lot of money to work in one of these Gulf countries, and you end up working somewhere for over 15 hours a day, being physically abused, sexually abused in all areas, and you have nowhere to run because your passport has been taken away. Now, unfortunately, these are the real things that are happening in our country, in our borders, and around them today, and it's our duty to put an end to this horrible situation of human trafficking. And so we believe that we have the institutions to be able to put it to a stop in our country. We can come together and build a minimum of 10 shelters, male and female shelters, to put an end to this. And so we are encouraging you guys, please be your brother and sister's keeper. If you see something, say something, call and report any case of human trafficking that you notice. And we cannot end this until this whole situation is put to an end. It was our jobs, and together we are not free until we are all free. So that is it on human trafficking. But for now, we're going to move on to Coffee Daily, where we are bringing you what has been trending since yesterday. And obviously, Godwin has got the first story for you.
Yep, let's get into it. A pressure group, Arise Ghana, is embarking on their planned demonstration today to express its displeasure about worsening economic conditions in the country. Now, this comes after the Ghana Police Service filed a case at the court to oppose the group's intention to demonstrate late into the evening. In the subsequent decision, the Accra High Court yesterday ruled that the demonstrators can embark on their intended demonstration today, June 28, and tomorrow, June 29, but only between the hours of 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. The organizers are to converge at the Kwame Nkrumah Circle and move through Fiasco and TUC to the Independence Square, adding that a representative from the presidency may meet the protesters at the endpoints to receive their petition.
Definitely, I feel like it is a very good initiative, honestly. Now, moving on, a leading member of the government's new patriotic party, Gabi Asare, has disclosed that the electronic transactions levy introduced to generate additional cash for the government is ranking in only 10% of estimated revenue. Now, in a series of tweets, Mr. Ochodako said the e-levy, since its implementation on the 1st of May, has generated less than 60 million Ghana cedis instead of the expected 600 million Ghana cedis. His subsequent tweets also centered on whether the government should seek support from the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and we have his tweets, so let's read them.
Certainly, Gabi Ochodako on Twitter says, after 5 months of stalemate and bashing, the e-levy after implementation is delivering only 10% of estimated revenues. Our revenues remain very low as compared to the rest of the world. Debt levels dangerously high. CD, like most currencies, struggling against the US dollar. Access to education and vocational skills are expanding more than ever. Factories have been built and more being built than ever before. Roads have been built and more being built than ever before. The economy continues to grow, interestingly. The trouble is how to ride the current storm now. Am I against an IMF program in principle? No, he says. If the e-levy is so far not bringing in the estimated revenues, it does not mean it is a bad tax. It means Ghanaians simply do not want to pay, or do not want to pay taxes, he says. Interesting. I'm not for an IMF program that throws peanuts at us but imposes conditions that will end up hurting the poor, jobs and businesses and more. COVID-19 and war in Ukraine are not of Africa's doing, but more to our doom. A program that pretends it is all our doing is doomed to fail. Gabriel Chudako continues to say, yes, our revenue to GDP ratio is among the lowest in the world, even in Africa. But with the current global hardships and cost of living rising everywhere in the world, a decision by any government to intensify taxation measures, especially for workers, may not be too clever. There is understandably a national aversion to an IMF program because of the history of conditionalities which attack sacred cows like jobs and social interventions. What happened to Ghana Beyond Aid? Akufo-Addo will not sacrifice free SHS and other critical welfare policies to help the poor for any assistance. Interesting. What options are open to the government? The question should rather be, what option, if adopted, will re-inject investor confidence in our economy? Even if we find the $3 to $5 billion required, will that help? E-levy, which was to have given us $600 million by now, or Ghana cedis rather, has done less than 60 million. Our economy is growing faster than most countries around the world. Interesting, Gabriel Chudako. But that alone can't save us, as confidence in our ability to service our debt is lowering. We can't continue to use all the little revenues raised to pay our debt. Very soon, we may have to borrow to pay wages. I can't say this 6 years into your administration. You cannot talk like this at all. I think it's shameful, honestly. I think it's very shameful. You have the right to express yourself, but you should be very ashamed of yourself saying this at this time of your administration. Anyways, personal opinion.
No words at all. No words. Let's just move on to some international news. Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari has sworn in Justice Ariwoola as the acting Chief Justice of the country to replace Tanku Muhammad, who resigned in the early hours of Monday due to health reasons. The swearing-in ceremony was held in the capital a few hours after resignation of the previous one. According to the president, the former Chief of Justice was to retire on the 31st of December 2023, but unfortunately his leadership of the judiciary has been cut short due to his health reasons. Now, Mohammed's resignation came barely a week after 14 of the 16 Supreme Justices complained about his leadership, saying he has failed to address the concerns of his colleagues in the leaked memo. Meanwhile, the new Chief Justice promised to abide, comply with, and preserve Nigeria's constitution during his swearing in. So I wonder how the Nigerians actually feel about this, but it is interesting. Everybody's government is having changes at the moment.
Let's do some sports now. German Bundesliga side Freiburg have completed the signing of Ghana forward Daniel Kofi Tre from St. Pauli. The 26-year-old joins the club for an undisclosed fee after passing his medicals and was unveiled at the Europa Park Stadium yesterday. Tre was one of the standout players in the Bundesliga 2 last season, scoring 12 goals and providing 10 assists for St. Pauli as they finished 5th on the league table. In total, the Ghanaian made 32 appearances across all competitions, netted 13 goals and registered 11 assists in the process. Ghanaian players doing well everywhere. Moving on, defending champion Novak Djokovic began his quest for a 4th successive Wimbledon title with a hard-fought 4-set win over South Korean Kun Sun-woo under the center court roof. Serbia's top seed prevailed 6-3, 3-6, 6-3, 6-4 over the world number 81.
episode Djokovic, 6-1 Super.
Very interesting to see Novak struggling there. Ah, Australia, you didn't do well for the guy, but it's well. Tech?
Moving on to some tech news, I'm sure you guys are wondering why the Apple TV is so expensive. Well, the new Apple device comes from premium features and has been described as the best streaming device available right now, like in the whole world. It offers high-end and long-lasting hardware compared to most of the streaming sticks and set-top boxes available on the market. Now, the device outperforms many Windows laptops. Apple's software optimization provides a very reliable system for the device. It also enables a bevy of features including gaming support, smart home interrogation, AirPlay, and quick pairing with iPods. Oh gosh. Now, other features of the new Apple 4K TV includes its ability to integrate the product from Apple HomeKit and Fitness Plus, its powerful hardware and microphone-equipped Siri remote, which you can use to control the TV or other devices, is also available. And I'm like, Apple is doing everything to a point. I believe we're going to get to a point in life where we're just going to need all Apple products. Like, that's it. You've got a watch now, Apple TV, Apple iPhone. Soon it'll be like more than...
Apple Pay? Apple Pay is not available.
Apple Pay is used in everywhere in London. Like, that is... Everybody uses Apple Pay. So I don't even know what else is next that Apple hasn't even touched into.
I have a feeling they're going to be that company in the future that will control most of the tech in the world.
Well, there you
I have a feeling.
They technically are kind of... They're number one. Apple, Samsung, then
most
Google.
expensive company in the world.
And that was one person's idea. Listen, Daily Dose, that could be you.
Big up Steve Jobs.
That
Big up to
can be you. Think of that idea and keep going and don't stop, because you don't know where it can end in the future.
The beautiful thing is that the idea didn't die with him.
Of course not.
The vision continued even after him. That's a leader.
There you go.
Remarkable.
Oof, perfect.
Anyways.
We love that. All right, guys, so you already know, on that note, in the support of End Human Trafficking, we are urging you to please, if you see anything, notice anything suspicious, please do call the toll-free number 0800 800 800 or 0800 900 900. Right now, we're about to go into the life of entertainment and showbiz, to the world of entertainment and showbiz. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you after this.
Girl, and welcome to MX Breaks, where I give you all the updates in the world of entertainment and lifestyle in Ghana and across the world.
My dear,
Hi, Godwin. Hi, Drew.
Hi, I love You need to actually teach me how to do that. It looks really cool.
No problem. I got you. What's going on with your voice? Are you good?
Yeah, Drew's got a sore throat.
Oh.
Drew has got a sore throat. I like your shoes.
Thank you.
Oh.
Okay, so moving on to our very first story, broadcaster Namboh has admonished people who always suggest any wealthy Ghanaian became prosperous through dubious means should quit that attitude. I mean, they should quit that attitude. To her, when a man achieves financial success, many people in the country claim without proof that it is either through illicit drug dealings or through sakawa. When it comes to the success of women, it is attributed to prostitution. According to her, people who do this are permanently stuck in a snake pit and need to wake up from the folly and attempt to make their lives better too. Her post comes at a time when social media users have been divided about the wealth shown by children of some opulent members of society and the splendid display of actress Jackie Appiah's home. Now, before we talk more about this, we have the video of Jackie Appiah's home, so let's see it. So guys, Godwin has a lot to say. Godwin has a lot to say about this. Anyways, but we had some tweets coming in from people. I mean, Aldebra says, the only thing that surprises me about Jackie Appiah's mansion is the fact that it is out there like that. The Jackie I know is very private. Wow. I just saw the actual video. Amazing design all around. And that is what stood out for me too, because like, it's Jackie Appiah. She never shows anything. You just see her on Instagram or something. She has posted she's somewhere or something. You don't see that she's actually, maybe she's on set. You see on her snap that she's eating. Or you see a short snippet of like what's happening.
So sure that this is her house?
So first, there was a picture that was going viral that it was her house. And then they could even tell the amounts, like, you know those things, it's worth $100 million, like those things. That's what they were pushing. And then, so I think that is why the videographer posted this particular video on his socials.
So, wait,
so then that video, yeah, because he posted and he says like,
this is also a video yesterday online of people going to the house. There's this girl who was doing a selfie and touring the house with Jackie in there. And Jackie was laughing and she was taking her around, and I'm like, okay, home.
Well,
maybe it's not home. Maybe it's not home. You know, maybe it could be one house somewhere.
Maybe she wants to rent it out.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a house that she's bought or built for renting.
Yeah,
because it's not smart to show your home to the world.
The way
like that. It's not. It's not safe.
And also, it might just be to get people talking. Maybe she's got something coming up.
Maybe.
Because Ghanaians, that's what we like. Anyway. Yes. Oh, yeah. So Jackie Appiah is the definition of keep it low key and shock them with your results. It is so pathetic that a woman cannot work close to 20 years in an industry and earn a decent living. Jackie Appiah has one of the most recognizable faces in Africa. She's been in hundreds of movies in Ghana and abroad. She's also the face of several products globally. This is because people were talking and were associating her to, you know, prostitution and saying, hey, she's a shower, and that's how she's making her money, and that's how she's bought this house. So. Jai Jimmy says, now you people think Jackie Appiah has only one source of income or what?
Honestly, it's not the one source, no. It's the source. It's the other sources, no. What's the source?
Jackie Appiah is all over billboards and ads for a lot of products, from furniture, hair to food and many more. You guys drive by them just like I do, but nope, none of that matters because you are more committed to painting her as someone who is using her body to fund her lifestyle. SMH. Anyways, so yeah.
He calls it something. What's the attitude you said Ghanaians have?
Crabology.
What?
Crabology.
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 That's people from Miss Drew.
That's it.
Anyway, moving on to our second story. Nollywood actress Tonto Dike has been chosen as the running mate to Tonte Ibrahim, the governorship candidate of the African Democratic Congress, ADC River State, for the 2023 election. The actress in an Instagram post expressed gratitude to the political party. In her post, she stated that she's looking forward to investing massively in social protection, creating a social value system for young people, increasing women's inclusion in Nigeria's governance system, supporting small businesses and strengthening their traditional institutions to be active players in the drive to bring sustainable development to the people of River State. And congratulations to her. Why is Godwin laughing?
Because it's beautiful. Number one, Tonto Dike is a very beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Very, very beautiful. I'm just admiring the picture over there. Number two is the fact that it's so funny. When you enter politics, then your dressing is different. I'm just looking at what she's wearing. I'm like, I hardly see Tonto in something like this. It's very beautiful.
You know, if you go on her Instagram, she has these things a lot.
Oh, she looks it looks very political,
like elegant,
proper, you know, very, very nice. I like that. Number three, I like the fact that Nigerian actors, entertainers, showbiz people enter into politics. Yeah. I like that they go there and nobody has to fight with them. When you're a Ghanaian celebrity and you try to talk politics, yes, that's the end of your career. They'll just end it for you like that. Nobody really does politics. No entertainer does politics and continues their career successfully. They have to find a way to shut you down, especially if your party doesn't win. That's it for you.
Yeah,
so it's nice to see something like this.
Yeah, I just hope she doesn't become like... So you know how Nigerians see Desmond Elliot now? Yeah. So I just hope she's not like that for them, and she actually is pursuing what she wants to pursue.
You said what I didn't want to say. Nice one.
Moving on to our third story, rapper Kendrick Lamar has ended his Glastonbury headline set with a powerful protest at the rollback of abortion rights in the U.S. With blood pouring down his face from a crown of thorns, the star proclaimed, "Godspeed for women's rights. They judge you, they judge Christ." He repeated the phrase over and over with increasing intensity, eventually breaking off mid-sentence and throwing his microphone to the ground before walking off stage. It was a forceful end to a theatrical performance, and it was unlike anything the festival has witnessed. And we have the video, so let's see it.
Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define.
U.S. Supreme Court overruling abortion. So, like, this is in support, in solidarity with women who want, like, they need a choice, pro-choice.
So they want to, those who want
like
to,
they need a choice to say, oh, I can abort or I can't.
Layman's term. So you should be, women should have the right to abort.
They should have the choice, yes. If I want to abort, and it's not
that's
even,
the message is,
yes, okay. And it's not even about if I'm, it's about its entirety. If the child is going to cause harm to me, if the
child is born out of rape,
yes, all of those things.
And I guess he's saying, I don't think he's actually saying whether abortion is right or wrong, but he's just saying to the individuals that judge the ladies that go through that, Jesus is the one that Jesus is the only judge, or God can be the only judge.
So he's saying they judge you, they judge Christ.
It's confusing, but he's a deep guy, so
yeah,
trying to understand it.
Oh, and the crown of thorns is made of diamonds.
It's made of what?
I wasn't really a fan of the crown of thorns. That one day I was like, mate, I don't know about that one.
It's symbolic.
And now that it's made out of
diamonds.
Wow.
Made of proper diamonds.
Why didn't he throw it to the crowd?
This is really cool. It looks good. I mean, on his latest album, he has.
Yeah, he has
it on his head. So.
Anyways.
Well, but has Kendrick Lamar given his life to Christ or something?
I mean, I've heard Kendrick Lamar proclaim Christ as his Lord and personal Savior. In what do you call it? When he won, I think was this his first award at the BET. He did say Christ was his Lord and personal Savior. It's been years. I don't know if he's still, on that part, but he keeps proclaiming Jesus. So
but this is good.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to our last story for today. Popular video streaming company Netflix said it has laid off 300 people, which represents 3% of its workforce because of slowing growth and the economic downturn. This is the firm's second layoff spree in 2 months after it let go of 150 staffers in May. Yes. In April, it also laid off a bunch of staffers from its editorial arm, Tudum, which launched just last December. In a statement, the firm noted that while most of the laid-off employees were based out of the U.S., there have been cuts in the Asia-Pacific, Latin America and Europe, the Middle East, and Africa as well. Now, see,
Netflix is dipping. It's dipping.
I'm sad because
like,
I feel like they are the ones who they made us priority, like Africa priority. Because if you look at like the other streaming platforms, they are not really
so much
based.
In Africa.
Yeah,
anyway, the first to come here.
Exactly. That's why I feel like some sort of I feel bad.
I mean, globally, they are the leaders when it comes to streaming.
Yeah.
They started this whole game thing, and then so right now I'm looking at the reasons why Netflix is dipping.
They said it is very expensive. People are
Number one, it's very expensive, of course, compared to all the other.
Yeah.
But they have the most, content.
That's the problem. That's the problem people are having with them. Now you are more expensive, and the things that you have there, you don't have
it's not that many.
Like it's more of the Netflix.
But it's more like Netflix stuff, not other things.
Now, even the other things are like older.
Hulu, Disney are putting their own
original content there. And they are more interesting.
Netflix is collecting other projects. So Netflix has more variety. That's the honest truth. But I think people are getting tired of their content, number one.
Yes,
number
that's
two
what I mean.
is... So they have variety, but it's just that people are getting tired. They don't like some useless movie I watched 2 days ago. I don't want to talk about it. Some Nigerian movie.
It's a Nigerian
movie.
Does it include four ladies?
Please don't put me in that situation. I'm an actor. Let me not put myself in that situation.
I know what you're talking about.
And then, what was I going to say? And then this whole thing that started with, in this day, Chappelle and Netflix is collecting content that has to do with, segregating minorities and Charlie, all these things.
But I don't know. I do feel like maybe, because there are also a lot of people that do work for Netflix, but they're probably not really also doing that much. But they literally have employed a lot of people when they began. They employed a lot of people. And some people, they just are working there, but your job isn't really... You're not doing that much. So I really think they're just actually nipping things in the bud. And it might look like a lot, but there was a period of time, anybody, if I wanted to go and join, I mean, I was able to do it. And maybe I just have to do 1 or 2 tick things, and now
then
they're just
that's
saying,
it.
actually, I've seen that we're spending money on you, and you're not really doing that much, and we could just add you to whoever, because most people get paid a lot. If you work for Netflix, you are getting paid a lot. So I feel like if they had to cut down with, especially how the economy is going, then they gotta do what they gotta do.
They're spending a lot of money. Why did they give those people all that money to shoot that? Maybe that nobody will watch.
You still watched
even
it.
Squid Game is
No,
coming.
because I was interested. It looked nice, but now I'm disappointed.
But you
So I
watched
won't go
it.
back.
But you watched
I'll
it.
go back.
No, it doesn't matter. They've got your view.
Yes, you got my view. But you
They've got
lose
your
me.
view.
So you lose me.
And
I'll
it's
go to
also
Netflix
trending.
again.
Like
I'll go to
that particular that particular movie you're talking about has been trending. So a lot more people will go and watch
now and
it.
watch
So,
it to see, and
So
you're
yes,
going
it's
to get
good
the
though.
views and the
You see,
streams.
that's the thing.
say
That's how you
no
destroy.
publicity is bad.
That's of course, but that's how you destroy it. So,
Okay, so
we'll all
yes,
go and see it, and now we know that it's trash. I'm never going there again. Then next time you're not getting me. So I've seen one movie that you wanted to get my eyeball.
Yeah.
And then what? And then
But that's only if there's a consistent bad movies,
Yeah,
because
so many bad movies
that's like
out
one
there.
out of like however, but that's your opinion. You might
Of
think
course
it's
it's my
bad, and some
opinion.
people might also think
No.
it's good.
Dude,
No,
that
it's
particular
my
I haven't watched it.
It's my opinion.
I haven't
I
seen
beg
it, but it's
you.
true.
It's my
You might
opinion.
think it's bad, but there might be somebody sitting there that's like,
Of course,
hey,
even
that
the best
was
movie
lit.
ever made, somebody will say it's
Yeah.
bad.
Exactly.
So as for that one, you get bad. Majority of people are saying that it's bad. So if you have a lot of people saying it's bad,
It's bad,
It's
then-
bad. It's a bad movie. Please, we watch movies. Anyways.
That's about it for MX Breaks with me, the Afrogirl. Don't forget to follow me on all social media platforms at @the_Afrogirl. And don't forget, 3 p.m. there's MX Live with Jason LA.
That's right, Afro Girl. Thank you very much for that. We'll see you again tomorrow. Even though you'll see me. Anyway, so we're jumping on to Lifestyle Daily, where we're discussing, is Ghana expensive? Are you still subscribing to Netflix in this economy? I'm just saying. Is Ghana expensive? We're having that conversation. Yeah?
Yes, we are, and so we're going to go for a quick break. Enjoy this beautiful song. We'll see you after this.
Flip the music.
Your era, MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music.
The story of stepsisters whose rivalry turns to hatred when one sister is framed for murder. From the action-packed opening episode featuring a prison break followed by a dramatic fight at a wedding, the story twists and turns through 5 years as the wrong sister battles to win back the life and love stolen from her. Be ready for the suspense, the excitement, and the emotional roller coaster. An addictive tale of hatred, rivals, manipulation, and deceit, set in the glamorous world of the cosmetics industry. Ice Adonis premieres on MX24 this July. For sponsorship and inquiries, call 0243 024 552. Ice Adonis, the story of stepsisters whose rivalry turns to hatred when one sister is framed for murder. From the action-packed opening episode featuring a prison break followed by a dramatic fight at a wedding, the story twists and turns through 5 years as the wrong sister battles to win back the life and love stolen from her. Be ready for the suspense, the excitement, and the emotional roller coaster. An addictive tale of hatred, rivals, manipulation, and deceit, set in the glamorous world of the cosmetics industry. Ice Adonis premieres on MX24 this July. For sponsorship and inquiries, call 0243 024 552.
MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first.
Ice Adonis, the story of stepsisters whose rivalry turns to hatred when one sister is framed for murder. From the action-packed opening episode featuring a prison break followed by a dramatic fight at a wedding, the story twists and turns through 5 years as the wrong sister battles to win back the life and love stolen from her. Be ready for the suspense, the excitement, and the emotional roller coaster. An addictive tale of hatred, rivals, manipulation, and deceit, set in the glamorous world of the cosmetics industry. Ice Adonis premieres on MX24 this July. For sponsorship and inquiries, call 0243 024 552.
Okay, sweet, but your love is sweeter. My hair, you pay for my hair. I know fit to reset.
The gossip, maybe I was born faithful until the first female who suddenly broke a vow.
I feel like you can be my baby.
What else?
I broke now my business. I'ma show you go buy to.
And you know, I hire a permanent fan. Yeah, free cocoa, bingo, yeah, bad things go from a side.
No hands. Still I can't believe it. You know what I mean? I was young, what you expect from me? It is what it is.
Dreaming of a property for your home or workspace is one thing, but finding the property at the best locations with the most favorable condition and closing that deal is another. And that's why we are here. From Accra, Ghana to Lagos, Nigeria to Cape Town, South Africa, we are bringing you prime properties, affordable home solutions, and intriguing interviews with CEOs of various real estate companies and everything in between and on. My name is Kwesi Otten Desmond, and this is Property Take. Property Take, your gateway to Africa's real estate market. Showing this and every Wednesday, 7:13 p.m. on MX24.
Need the best of in-depth analysis, top personality interviews, trending and breaking news all come your way. I'll be serving you with football conversations, life-hearted, lifestyle-related conversations, all on Off the Cuff. Join me, Derek Aim, this and every Monday to Friday between 4 and 5 p.m. only on MX24 TV.
Welcome back to the AM Club on MX24 TV, home of fun, fearless and factual stuff. My name is Godwin Namboh. It's now time to jump into our very interesting conversation. Is Ghana an expensive place to live? Really, is it? That's what we're talking about in a bit, but let me quickly ask you what your level in the French language is, and let me remind you that your level or your ability to communicate in French gives you an upper hand in your education, your career development, and your travel experience. And that is why we're inviting you to come to Alliance Française. Now, at Alliance, we help you develop an all-round language skill set, which is reading, writing, and speaking in a multicultural and multinational environment. We also have some few things for you, like experienced and professional teachers. We have flexible time schedules. We have hybrid online and in-person classes. We also have French for teenagers and children about the age of 3. So register now. What are you waiting for? Learn French. Call 050-128-7814, 050-128-7814, or WhatsApp us on 050-128-7818, 050-128-7818, or you could also visit www.afaccra.org. Guys, French up your life now. Now time to jump into Lifestyle Daily, and like I said, we are discussing whether or not living in Ghana is expensive. In the past few years, Ghanaians have seen a steady increase in living cost. Rent is expensive, fuel and transportation costs have gone up, and the prices of food are currently at an all-time high. Now, for example, previously, some few years ago, 5 cedis could get you a full meal of kinky and fish. Currently, one small bowl of kinky is 3 cedis. I can't believe there's like 3 cedis. I mean, in today's conversation, we'll be delving into that. Let me quickly introduce my guest for this conversation. But before that, let me remind you that you can send in your contributions, your questions, your thoughts on this topic to our WhatsApp number. I have it right here, 055-033-1511, 055-033-1511, or on social media at MX24GH with the hashtag the AM Club. First of all, joining us via Zoom, we have Dr. George Domfe. He's a development economist at the University of Ghana. He's joining us via Zoom. There he is. And in studio, to my immediate left, I have Charmaine Mensah.
Hi.
She's a product analyst. I like this. Welcome.
Thank you.
And then our brother from another mother, but now our brother, Kayode Abubakar, former president of NANS Ghana. That's the umbrella body of Nigerian students in tertiary institutions across Ghana. Presido.
A pleasure.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Gentlemen, welcome also via Zoom, Dr. George Domfe. So let's get into the conversation. I can't start this conversation having a Nigerian here and not asking him which jollof is the best.
Oh.
we always have to start with that. I mean, you've been here for a decade.
Of course.
So definitely you can weigh the options and see which jollof do you think is the best.
Well, both are good, but Nigeria is the best.
Oh.
Softer, longer grain.
Did you say softer?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. The Ghanaian rice is harder. Ours is longer grain, and you know.
We'll have this argument some other time. But so, how much does okay? I was going to ask how much a pack of jollof in Nigeria will cost now.
Well, it depends on the state actually.
Okay.
Nigeria is the American-style state arrangement. So unlike Ghana, we have the regions. So depending on the Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, or Kano, depends. The north, south, the west, or the Federal Capital Territory. But on average, I mean, you can still get a bowl of a plate of jollof rice for 500 naira. 500 naira.
A plate of jollof rice.
Yes.
500 naira. That's what.
At even one of the like Chicken Republic, which is like your papaya and all that. At 500 naira. What's 500 naira is about 6 cedis 50 pesos.
6 cedis 50 pesos for a pack of jollof.
Yeah, even at the fast food, not not the local restaurant.
Was it just the jollof or chicken?
No, with a little chicken, yeah.
And maybe coleslaw and a little.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
And even as a matter of fact, if you want to get that in what they call Iyabachira means the local restaurant, like the
local joint.
Local joint. You can even in Lagos, you can still get some in a plate of rice. 200 naira with pomo. Pomo is wele. And then 100 naira, which is like 1 cedi. No. 100 naira is like 1 cedi 30% as at today's rate. And with if you want egg, egg of 100 naira, which is less than about a cedi. And then fish or whatever you want. I mean, less than 500 naira. But even fast food you can get about 500.
Maybe it's because your jollof is not nice. That's why it's like that, right? How would you, I mean, Charmaine, you live in the States, okay, so now we have to compare with outside. You live in the States, you say Atlanta?
Yes.
Beautiful. How would you rate the cost of living in Ghana?
Honestly, the cost of living for the average Ghanaian is just outrageous, in my opinion, and it's becoming expensive for the diasporans as well. So, yeah, very expensive.
We've had government explain certain things to us in the past few months. I mean, COVID-19, they've said, is a factor. We have the Ukraine-Russia war ongoing. You've been here, you say, no more than a month, so you won't be able to. But Kayode, you've been here for 10 years. So let's say prior to COVID-19, that was what, 2020?
Yeah, 2019.
Late 2019 into 2020, and this Ukraine war, we started in February. Prior to that, so let's say 2018, 2017, under the same government, and we are not doing politics here, but under the same government, how would you compare the rate of living at the time to now?
I've been, apart from living in Ghana, I've always had a lot of things to do along the West Coast.
Beautiful.
Benin Republic, Togo, and Ivory Coast. As a student leader, I participate in events and all sorts of things like that. And generally, Ghana has always been expensive. However, due to the COVID situation, the level of inflation, actually, I don't want to follow the research figures by the economists, but the reality on ground, it's quite outrageous, sincerely speaking. So over time, you know, compared to other West African countries that have had the opportunity of being on ground, personally, I'm staying at the weeks and months and all that, Ghana remains the most expensive across the West African sub-region.
That you've been to?
That I've been to, yes. I've been to about 6-7 West African countries over the past, you know, this same period that I've lived in Ghana. And I can say that Ghana has always been expensive. Of course, we cannot overrule the fact that the COVID situation has exposed, you know, almost every country, not even developing countries, to very harsh, you know, economic realities due to our, you know, the global village that we've been, you know, recently. But Ghana's situation is quite harsher. I got my fuel this morning at 11 cedis per litre. That is about 9 naira per litre.
Which fuel station did you go to? 11 cedis?
Yes, 10.99.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, 10.99. So that's technically, I mean, 11 cedis per litre. That's about 9 naira per litre. That would have been a disaster in Nigeria.
When it comes to the fuel prices, even the US, they're crying apparently.
Yes.
Joe Biden is trying to do something about it. So I guess
compared to our region, in Togo, Benin Republic, I was in Benin 2 weeks ago. It's just about 550 cefas per litre, which is
you have to help me with the equivalent.
The equivalent of 550 is almost 650.
650.
Yeah.
Same West Africa.
Yeah, Cotonou, Benin Republic.
Okay. When we return from this, Dr. Domfe will help us understand these figures we're talking about. He's an economist and he'll help us with that. But we hit the street and asked a few people what they thought about living in Ghana, and this is what they had to say.
How much more we
Living in Ghana is expensive. I've actually had the opportunity to travel, and living there, the cost of living there is quite less than here in Ghana.
Bed then I buy 4 cedis, 10 cedis. Now bed, if you enter the I go buy some bed, small bed, maybe 2 cedis.
Because rent is high, food is high, transportation is high, especially if you don't have your car. You have to take trotro, and inflation going up each and every time. Bread is even expensive.
The bread that we used to buy, like, when I thought say last, no, catch 2 months, 1 cedi, right now it'll be 2 cedis. Wait, Charlie, Ghana, they hard.
Like every little thing you want to do to feel comfortable in this country becomes expensive. Now that it's our turn to actually live a soft life, that's when things have become expensive. And so my experience living in Ghana is so expensive, so expensive.
But the reason why I said no is because there are certain levels of stages in Ghana where you can buy something. It's not really hard for you to say that it's expensive or something. And there are stages too that, like, if you have money, if you have the money you can buy certain things. It's like you have to have management to see if Ghana is expensive or not. It's the way you plan your life in Ghana that makes Ghana expensive to you.
Complained to me last week, said I have to increase the money for the house because I used to give. I don't need to even mention the amount, but she complained to me, said everything on the market has gone high. We've been doing one-off shopping for the month at the end of the month. I'm a salary worker, so I only give money at the end of the month when I'm paid. So I expected to also manage whatever she buys from the market. You should be able to last us for the entire month. But because of the economic situations, it doesn't even, half of the money will not even come, and everything is finished. All right? So I decided to increase it by 30%. Yes, I started 2 months ago, but let's see how it leads us to. Budget with the same salary, because they didn't make any adjustment. They are yet to. All right?
On food, a day I spend 15 cedis. Oh no, maybe morning I can spend like 5 cedis and keep the 10 cedis. For the evening time, evening we spend more. I'll buy water and everything, and I spend 5 cedis again for the evening. Because like 30 Ghana. But I can see that things are going high, so I have to calm down.
Now we cannot buy a lot of things. We just buy the commodities and the foodstuffs to eat. But the dresses and everything, we are just cut it off. I don't buy clothes, though. I just buy food and eat, and my rent. That's all. Because how we used to sell and now it's not the same, because people are not buying the fish and the meat. No, they cannot buy it because the prices have gone high. Egg. They are buying only the eggs and the macaronis. They don't normally buy the meats a lot. Yeah.
To solve our problem. So it's only God that we are looking up to for change. As you can see currently, a lot of people are now parking their cars and they have to pick trotro because they can't afford the petrol. And up to now, nothing has been done. Every day when you go out every week, it's increased by 10 cedi. Now, 1 liter is 60. So we should also understand that there are some of the expenses that you can't cut off. Out for the petrol, you can park your car home and decide to pay trotro and stuff. But when it comes to eating, going to the market, you can't control it. Surely you must cook. The family must eat. You will pay school fees. And it's being increased. So that one, there's nothing you can do about it.
Come from last year to this year hasn't changed. And expenses though has changed. So this time on buying food and then, some stuff, personal stuff for myself, it has changed drastically. Because the amount I used to spend on food, now I need to spend more. So I had to cut down on some things, like clothes and then, utility bills and then those things. I have to push my money to food and then utility bills more than my personal stuff. So that's the thing for me.
So those are the thoughts of some few people we spoke to on the streets of Accra, expressing what they thought about living in Ghana. And Dr. George Donfe, you will help us briefly, but I have some figures here I just want to share quickly. Namboh in 2021 ranked Accra as the second most expensive city in the world in terms of property price to income ratio. According to Statista, Ghana is the 6th African country with the highest inflation rate, with an inflation rate of 16.3%. Also, Ghana recorded an inflation rate of 19.4% for the first time in March 2022 since August 2009 due to the rising cost of food prices in the country. Living in Ghana is 21.1% more expensive than living in Nigeria, according to My Lifestyle Elsewhere. Also, it will cost a tourist about 288 Ghana cedis a day for a vacation in Ghana, according to Budget Your Trip. And I have more here, but Dr. George, Donfe, please help us. In your expert opinion, why would you say living in Ghana is becoming consistently expensive?
Thank you very much. And let me say very good morning to my co-panelists and also the cherished viewers. Let me say very good morning to everybody. Yes, I was listening to the lady and the gentleman at the studio, and I can tell you that they are 100% right. I have had opportunity to also teach. I'm a visiting scholar to some universities outside Ghana and mainly in Africa. So Eastern Bloc of the Africa and the West Africa. Going to Sierra Leone to teach, going to Uganda to teach, going to Nairobi to teach, and so many other places. I can tell you that living in Ghana is a hell, And so let's try to, as it were, let's not discuss what is currently happening. I do not want to bring in the COVID effect. I do not also want to bring in, the Russian invasion in Ukraine. These two things are now affecting every country in the world. But granted that all these things are not there, or even before these events, I'm talking about the year 2019, it was the case that living in Ghana was so expensive, especially Accra. I grew up in Kumasi, and I remember the very first day I came to Accra was when I had admission to Lagos. And when I got to Achimota, of course I come to Accra before, but it was just few minutes or hours, and you have to go back to Kumasi. But this time I'm talking about coming to stay. When I got to Achimota, I stop a taxi, and kindly take me to Lagos. And when I got to Lagos, and they asked me how much I had to pay, I said, wow, it was almost all the money on me. I thought the guy was cheating me, so I called people around to come to my aid, and they confirmed that it's normal. And so I paid, and I stayed in Accra for more than 10 years or so. I had to go back to Kumasi one day. When I went, I took a taxi. I remember this taxi took me for so many kilometers away. And when I asked how much do I have to pay, the guy said, I'm 3 cedis. 3 cedis. I said, wow, 3 cedis. So this is
in the same country.
So when
it's the same country, but it felt like the living conditions were different in different regions, huh?
Exactly. When I shouted 3 cedis to me, the taxi driver became annoyed. But master, to the things I had. So, I will not take anything below 3 cedis. So I gave him 5 cedis and said, master, take the balance. Because if it were Accra, I would have paid about 15 cedis. So even if you go to Kumasi, you see that things are very, very different. Then Accra, to me, is one of the most expensive cities to live in, because I have also gone to Northern America, Europe, and the other places, and I do see what happens over there.
So, Dr. John, tell you, what is the reason? What is the reason?
So many reasons. Some of it may be cultural, because if you go right now to Accra and you want to go and buy, and my fellow Ghanaians have been fighting Nigerians who have been selling, because they will tell you that the loss of the land. Wouldn't allow somebody, a foreigner, to be engaged in retailing. But you know what? It's not so much about our brothers into that trade. But the fact of the matter is that Nigerians would always sell cheaply. The trick is that because profit is equals to the amount of sales multiplied by unit price. And so, if you reduce the unit price and you sell more, you still make a profit. And that's what Nigerians do. And so, when they do that, people tend to patronize their services. And that is why my fellow Ghanaians would always want to get them out. If you go to Kumasi and magazine, that's what is happening. Everybody wants to always buy from, in Nigeria.
Is that to say Ghanaians are selfish?
So part of the reason is cultural. When a Ghanaian is doing anything, they want to make so much money. But others are also fundamental. The fundamental ones I will talk about the collapse in the public transport system. Ghana, I'm told only 0.3% of the population patronizes our public transport. It is almost not there, apart from Accra, Kumasi, where you see Kufuor bars, you hardly see anything public. If you go to Germany, as I school there, and I have a little bit of experience there. The public transport system is so efficient. So at the end of the month, what do? You buy a ticket, 40 euros, and for the whole of the month, you can travel anytime, any day, every second for 40 euros. Today, when we started experiencing the problem, the government has reduced it to 9 euros. So transport has even become cheaper in Germany than it was before the COVID and there are other things. But in Ghana, can our government do say no? Because the public transport system is not there. Godisberg and railway lines are not even seen today. And so those are the structural difficulties. Again, food production is a problem here. If you go to Côte d'Ivoire, So many people are engaged in poultry production. So many are engaged in food production. But Ghana, it appears that we haven't done so well when it comes to food production. Until recently, we have seen planting for food and jobs and all that. And so we are doing well with that. If the Ghana Statistical Services boss, I'm talking about Professor Anim, said that the 5.4 growth rate achieved last year was significantly because of improvement in the manufacturing subsector of the economy and then improvement in the crop production. And I was hearing this for the first time in many years, that crop production is the reason why Ghanaian economy is growing. And so over the years, we haven't paid so much attention to food production. We have been using the old traditional method of food production that is not too efficient. And so we don't get a lot. And those who are even able to produce because of the weak transport system. I mean, we are not able to transport whatever that they do in the villages to the urban city where people will live. And so there are so many problems apart from the cultural, economic, structural problems that have all combined to get us where we are. My brother, one of them talked about rent. I don't know those that are rented. Rent sometimes I don't get it. Anytime, any day, rent is going up. I remember President Kufuor's campaign. I followed it and I was so much excited in one thing that they never did. That was to control rent. How were they going to control it? They were going to cite rent control agencies almost in every community in Accra, Kumasi, and then urban places. So that anybody who had a room and wanted to rent it out couldn't do so directly, but it has to pass through the rent control. They have to then look at the market, the fair market price, for that. And again, that would have even helped government to get more, revenue, because by the laws of the land, any rent should attract 8.5%, tax to government. But they were not good enough to control rent, as they said, and as we speak, the rent is not controlled. And so, and what is very painful is that every day, millions of Ghana cedis exchange hands through rent in Accra, in Kumasi, and they don't pay anything to the government.
Doc, this is amazing, and I totally agree with you. It's very interesting. We can even talk about inflation, and I'm sure you can expound a lot on that. Government said COVID-19 is one of the factors plaguing our economy as it stands. But you look at countries like Ivory Coast and Nigeria, who also faced COVID-19, and their inflation has not risen significantly as ours have. And you've highlighted a number of problems. Let me quickly, Arise Ghana is having a demonstration today. I want to take your thoughts on that, but let me quickly ask Shebane, who lives in the States and is also here. People have attributed the expensive items in Ghana to people coming in from the diaspora. So it's almost like he said he spoke about cultural factors and the fact that when you have people coming in from the States, you have people coming in from the UK and all that. You people, quote unquote. I'm not saying it's offensively. Sort of make things expensive when you come into the countries. Do you believe this? Do you think it's true?
100% agree. 100%. Because when the diasporans come in, I believe that a bunch of the prices are just hiked, because they think that we're coming from the States, the UK, wherever, where things are significantly more expensive over there. But what they fail to realize is that in those areas, they get paid more. Their pay matches how much they spend. Granted, now inflation has introduced itself and everything like that. However, I do believe that diasporans are making it so difficult.
What surprised you? Did you go somewhere to buy something and maybe because of your accent, they say,
Absolutely. They'll even tell me, look at you, look at your skin, look at how you look. I'm like, but I'm Ghanaian. And then they'll be like, no, you don't look like me. And I'm like, what do you mean I don't look like you? So just based off of your appearance alone.
You need to speak down with them. You should have
I'm like,
so it's true.
Yeah,
so
it's very
true. They
true.
sort of raise prices because of where you're coming from.
Absolutely.
Very interesting. We don't have so much time. I'm sure Dr. George Donfe can go on and on and on and on. But I mean, my brother, what can we do, Coyote? Like, what can we do? You've been here for 10 years.
Yeah, a lot can be done. On the side of the government, for instance, I'm going to emphasize on one or two things. Doc was talking about, producing what we eat, fundamental economy. That is quite fundamental. That as a country, Ghana, I'm going to say we now because
you're Ghanaian now. We
second
understand.
home, we must endeavor to produce what we eat. One of the things that Buhari did when he became president, which caused a lot of problem across the West Coast, but quite beneficial for Nigeria, was banning the importation of rice. The pre-Buhari era, Nigeria imports nearly 90% of the rice we consume. And Benin Republic, a country bordering Nigeria there, importing over $1 billion rice from Southern America or Southeast Asia. And you can agree with me that with their population, they can't consume that. Those rice are finding their way to Nigeria illegally. That was what led to the closure of the border immediately. I mean, Buhari came in. But when Buhari executed this, and also subsidized fertilizer and ensure that the production, now Nigeria is probably the second largest producer of rice in Africa. And this has also helped us, immune or insulated us from the global effect of the old, Ukraine, whatever you call it, up to now. So I think we need to increase production, local production of what we eat. Let's produce what we eat. Anything we produce locally should not be imported. In Nigeria, you don't bring in juice. Like we have Fruitelli. Something does not come into. Not have a local listen in Nigeria.
Production in Nigeria.
Yeah, using yes. You don't bring in. There are a lot of things that are very basic that you produce locally should not be imported. So by stopping the importation, those companies will be forced into coming locally into Ghana. And by coming into Ghana, establishing, you create employment one way or the other. You use local raw materials. Also the pricing will be reduced. Definitely. So on the government side, I think a lot needs to be done. On the citizen side, the effect he was talking about, inflation is basically driven by the citizenry, the mindset, the culture of our people. When our people, when they see you speak English, for instance, most Nigerians have their very strong accent. When you go to the market in Kasoa, in Accra, Kumasi, immediately you say good morning alone. They know that
you are coming from the other side.
You are Nigerian. And immediately they change prices. That one, you can't blame anybody but the people. You understand? Now, even rent, sometimes. We've been to places whereby your friend, Kofi, will go, they will tell you, 350 cedis a month. And Kayode will go there with a strong Nigerian accent or whatever, and they will tell you, if you want to stay 1 year, then you have to pay 400 cedis. If you want to stay 2 years, then you pay 350. So even the tenor of the rent sometimes changes, so all those things like that. The government, the people, it has to do with the culture, the orientation of our people, because these things always have effect. Before now, I was the former president of Nigerian students in Ghana. 2 of 3 international students in Ghana are Nigerians. We used to have over 50,000 Nigerian students studying in this country. And if you confirm from the Ghana High Commission in Nigeria, will tell you that brings tens of millions of dollars into this economy yearly, annually. And one of the good things about this is that there are very low retention rate. 90% of Nigerian students that studies there return back to Nigeria. And that's good. They just come, dump, get their, and leave. Only those with probably mixed parentage, Ghana mother, Nigerian father, who likes to have the mix of both. Maybe were born in Nigeria to Ghanaian mother, comes here and stay, based on what I've seen so far. Those are those that probably like to stay. So all these things, there are ways we can change our orientation, and also the urbanization, Accra. Over concentration on Accra. We need to develop more cities outside Greater Accra region, because the people that are coming to this capital city every day is worrisome, and that is why a lot of deaths is around the street. So we need to create more life outside Accra. That will reduce pressure on Accra.
Kayode, brilliant submission. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Charmaine, what would you say briefly in 30 seconds?
30 seconds. I think it would start from the diasporan side. I believe that, when certain prices are mentioned, we shouldn't just jump to pay it just because they expect us to. I think that has a lot to do with it. We come in, we pay the price, and then when we leave, the price is still there, and people are expected, the people that live here locally are still expected to pay those prices or similar. So I think that's the way we could contribute.
Beautiful. Dr. John Fair, there's a group, a pressure group is embarking on the demonstration today. Hopefully, they said 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. I don't know if they've already started, but do you think caused by active groups like this will help?
Yeah, thank you very much. I think it is within the remit of their constitutional right to express to government what we think is not going on well. over the last few months, we have seen prices of goods and services escalating, and inflation is today 27.6, and that happens to be the highest since the last 2 decades. And so they think that it is government's mismanagement that has got us where we are. Some of us have different opinion, even though fundamentally it is true that prices of, the average prices of goods and services in Ghana have always been higher than it is in our sister countries, even in the sub-region. Yeah, but then if you look at currently what is happening, it is significantly being driven by petroleum prices, which government unfortunately doesn't have control over, because we have already deregulated the sector. We started the process 2006 and it ended 2015. So after 2015, the sector government doesn't have any control over that particular sector, and that is why when you go to Nigeria, what could buy a liter? What could buy 1 liter in Ghana can buy 3 liters in Nigeria, because Nigeria, the sector is still regulated by the government.
Right.
And so currently, what the government can do is maybe to remove the taxes, which every liter that you buy that is 10 cedis, 99 pesos. Government's levies amounts to 1 cedi, 92 pesos. But the question is, if those levies are scrapped right away, and the global situation perpetuates, we will come back to where we are immediately.
Place, indeed.
Yeah, you see, and so the question has been, since petroleum levy is very significant source of income, and government is even struggling paying workers and interest payments and all that. The moment you also scrap those things, another way is to suggest that government is to suggest that government will find it difficult to pay workers. For an example, we are not ready to tell government that you reduce our salaries.
Indeed.
And government this year would also have to cough up 37 billion to pay interest on loans procured by President Kufuor, President Mahama, President, all of them, and you cannot default in payment. And so this is a very dicey situation. And of course, maybe I would say that.
Dr. George, I'm sorry, we'll have to let you go now. Our time is up. I know you have a lot to say.
Okay.
And as a side note, that's why from next week, the AM Club is going to be 3 hours. Look out for that. So we're going to have enough time to talk about all these things. Dr. George, I'm so sorry to cut you, but we have to go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your submission. Dr. George Dumfe is a development economist at the University of Ghana. Thank you so much, sir. Also in studio, I had Shemaine Mensah, my Ghana sister, who is also a product analyst. What's your social media handle?
Ghanama. It's Ghanama.
Ghanama. Beautiful. And Kayode Abubakar is a former president of NANS Ghana, that is the umbrella body of Nigerian students in tertiary institutions across Ghana. Kayode, you also want to share your socials?
Yeah, Afrikayode, A-F-R-I Kayode, K-A-Y-O-D-E.
Sound like
across board, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
ECOWAS president someday.
I'm a Pan-Africanist.
Nice one, nice. And Kayode, thank you so much. Gentlemen, lady, thank you so much for your time. You're still watching the AM Club right here on MX24 TV. Up next, Ms. Drew is speaking with our guests. It's Travel Tuesday, but in the meantime, we have something for you. Enjoy. We'll be back.
What's your name? I dey go gaga. Wanna see what they go gaga. Mix. I dey go gaga. Wanna see what they go gaga. Yeah, hey, fine girl, fine face. Oba pauti makuma fine case. You know be God, but umuna fine faith. Onya me baba tiya do they can't fade. Yeah, I dey go gaga. If I see your body, I dey go gaga. You be fine girl, and I dey go Ghana. Me hima, me newa, me pewa. Odo ye wo you mama. And you met Zana. I go down on top of your matter. Let me be the cocoa for your massa. Who I drink tina me compensa. Ye wakuma me make a enter. Udo idi mayada. Udo idi mataba. Mataba. Abiba. Abiba. Udo idi mayada. Very good, Abiba. Abiba. Girl, I want to sing your name. La 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 la. I want to sing your name, la 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 there will lie no. I know baby I'm a toe sign no. What to any be out home high no. I know. I don't know the low and I'm a high no. I know. Obi rush here 39 blues. Oh yeah, Pabua 39 clues. Me know done you saving at all cost. May a man do with 39 blues. AJ, when the skin then show me AJ. Otune na na shake it, body are you who the face AJ. I dey go gaga. If I see you I dey go gaga. You be fine girl na the whole Ghana. Me him me ne wa me power. Although you watch my media and you me too.
Hello, and yes, good morning. You are still watching the AM Club on MX24, and right now it is time for Travel Tuesday. One of my favorite segments. You already know when it comes to travel, the only person you should be looking for in this whole Ghana is your girl, Ms. Drew. And every single Travel Tuesday, I get to invite some of my friends to talk about the different things and ways to create amazing content in Ghana. But today, we are talking about traveling and finding creating content in other countries. Now today I've got the one and only Nappy Bray.
N-A-P-P-I.
Come on, Nappy, how are you?
I'm doing good, how are you?
I'm good, I'm happy to have you here
Thank
today.
You're looking good.
Oh, well, thank you, Nappy. I look different. Guys, this is not how, I look like a princess. I mean, I feel like I should be looking like a queen. But you know, Nappy doesn't only just do traveling, guys. He also does women empowerment stuff, which I love so much. But today, we're not going to focus on that. Follow him on his YouTube to find out more about that. But so, Nappy, tell me first, how many countries have you traveled to so far?
6 countries in Africa.
6 countries in Africa.
Only East Africa.
Only East. Ooh. Okay, so he is a bit of a veteran when it comes to traveling in Africa. So tell us, you know, you've been doing YouTube for some time, and some of his videos, you know, they be getting views, you be going viral. So first step for some of our people that are watching, what are like the do's and don'ts when it comes to even traveling to another country? What are the first things that an individual must do before they travel?
So before, personally, before I travel, I look for friends who do YouTube too in other countries. And the first question I ask is, where are the best places to live? You know, you have to get a place to live, accommodation where you don't have troubles with locals or bad people. You know, every country has bad people. So that's the first thing I look at. Also, I look at places on Google where I can visit.
Oh, yes.
Yes, as a tourist. You know, so when I go in as a tourist, that's when I know, okay, I can do this here, I can do that here. So mostly I read about it before.
Good. So basically, the first thing you guys must do is research.
Research.
I mean, it's inevitable. You don't just jump up and go to another country just because it looks nice. Or, to be honest, if I'm going to be honest, there are times where I just close my eyes and just go like, this is where I want to go. Okay. But when I pick, I still have to do the research, like he said.
And mostly you have to involve locals.
That's it. Yeah. That's really a good one, involving locals as well to help you. So what are some of the things that we need to know as good travel content when we are exploring the countries? We found our friends, we found the locals, we found where we want to go, but what are some of the things that we need to know when it comes to...
you have to always go the other way. You know, when you look on YouTube, especially, most people go to the best places. I go far away.
Wow.
Yeah, I go far away. That's like fearless, like let's go in. So I always want to bring out the best in me. So I go the opposite way where everyone is going. So if you're going to
let's say Zanzibar, I'll go into the bush.
Hey, I like
Yes.
that actually.
So-
You do the complete opposite. I guess because if everybody is on the same place, you know, you just type Tanzania, everybody is going to show you Zanzibar. Everyone is going to show you the beach. Everyone is going to show you the turtles. But it's nice that you're actually going out and doing it. Are you not scared? How come you decided to be different?
I'm not scared because people look like us unless you speak. All right. So when I sit in the bus, I once traveled 10 hours on the bus, and I've done 36 hours on the bus too, from Uganda to Tanzania border.
36
Yes,
hours
on the bus.
on a bus.
Yes.
You went from Tanzania to Kenya by road.
Yes, Uganda, Tanzania, Uganda, Kenya, Rwanda, all by road.
Wait, we're watching your video right now. Let's have a look at your video and see some of the things that you've done.
Okay, so this is Tanzania. This was 10 hours away from Dar es Salaam.
Oh my goodness. What was this experience like?
It was so beautiful. I mean, it was my first time visiting the Maasai. I have visited the Maasai in Kenya, but this is like the real Maasai there in Tanzania. So they gave me like the authentic Maasai, local people. Yes.
But how did you even find these people? You said find the locals, but how did you know that?
So you see the car going?
This is the
We are
10-hour
all
bus.
friends, like we are all friends in the car.
Oh my goodness.
So there was a local, he's my friend Peace. He lives in Tanzania. So
And
he
so
was
then
like,
you asked him, you want to find out about the culture, and he said, I'm taking you to this place.
yes, and he gave me the prices, and I was like, yeah, let's go.
So it's easy for you to, do you trust people easily when you're traveling?
No, I don't trust people. I look at people that, especially with accommodation, I look at people where I can mingle with, where they can go with me, you know. So mostly in East Africa, these Airbnbs have the people, like the owners living in them.
Yeah, okay.
So,
oh, wow.
Yes, so most times that's what I do. I look for places where the owners live there.
Okay,
So-
and then you mingle them and ask them to take you with
Exactly.
you. Okay, that's good.
Yes.
That's good. So then, like, you're traveling by road. How long did it take you? How many days were you traveling by road on, like, all
Okay,
of the
so
trips?
I flew into Rwanda the first time, and I researched, and I found that I could go to Uganda.
From
bus
Rwanda?
to Uganda, and it was easy. That was 10 hours. So from Rwanda to Uganda border is 4 hours, but
Wow.
from the border to the country, that's Kampala, it's 10 hours. So
Whoa,
let's say 14 hours, right?
on the road.
Yes, and Uganda to Kenya is just 4 hours.
By road again?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
But if you want to go to the capital, Nairobi, that's 8 hours.
Yo, listen, the maths is even getting confused. So 4 plus 8, that's
12.
what, 12 hours
Yes,
again?
yes.
And then from Uganda to, oh wait, you did Rwanda to Uganda, Uganda to Kenya,
right.
Kenya to Tanzania.
Yeah, no, Kenya to Tanzania, yeah. Kenya to Tanzania.
How many hours, how many days was
So
this
I
whole thing?
I had to stop and do more videos in the country. So I took like a week to do all this. And then when I was returning, I used a straight bus because my flight was the next day.
In which country?
From Tanzania border straight to Rwanda.
And they, oh
That
wow.
was the non-stop, like 36 hours.
36, that's like a day and a bit
Right.
on the road. How did you feel?
And it was so beautiful.
Really?
So you're driving through red valleys, you're driving through deserts, you're driving through, like you see safaris, you see monkeys running, you see lions chasing other animals. It's so beautiful.
Now you're getting me excited
Travel and
because I'm
see.
going to have to do this. I'm going to have to do this to experience it myself. So how
Love it.
different would you say it is creating content in these other countries than it is creating content in Ghana?
So people are really not open to creating content, especially on YouTube and cameras when you're out there. You try to take your camera and make videos, they'll be like, oh, stop, I'm talking about here. Oh, stop, I don't want to be in a video. What are you using it for?
That's in Ghana.
Right. And sometimes you have to lie about it. Like, oh, we want to bring you on TV, like, you know. So it's really hard here. But traveling East Africa made me know that people are really exposed to all these, especially in Kenya. Kenya is so difficult to film, especially in Nairobi. Nairobi have been getting attacks and all that. So there's no cameras. You shouldn't be filming in their main city. So it's so hard, but they're still open to it. Especially if you go to their market, the Maasai market, everyone wants to be in your camera.
Oh,
Like,
really?
hey, film me, you know, yeah. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in Kenya it's easy. In Tanzania too it's easy, but here in Ghana,
It's
nobody
difficult.
wants to be in the camera.
Nobody wants to be on.
Yeah.
So you would say it's better for you when you're filming outside than in your own country,
and
Ghana.
people love to watch when you're traveling. Yes.
I like that. So what would you describe as good content? Because good is relative. Everybody has their own perspective. But what would you say is good content?
So you can't define a good content as this is a good content. You have to feed your audience. They have to tell you that this is a good content.
Mhm.
All right. So the more you make a particular video and they love it, they will know that you will know that, oh, I'm doing well in this niche. So let me take this. So you can't tell for yourself unless the consumers, like, you know, the views are coming.
So technically, you're kind of just saying it's the viewers that dictate whether your content is good or not.
Right.
Ooh.
You know, sometimes you can plan a video, make 10 minutes video. You can plan a month. At the end of the day, nobody's watching.
And that's
All
painful, you know.
You know?
And you spend so much time to edit a video, like 10, 15 minutes. You do all of that, and then you get like 10 views.
You know, let me brag a bit. I have this viral video that has almost 400,000 views.
Wow.
And I posted that video a month ago. And that video was not planned.
Ah.
It wasn't planned. And it's 50 minutes video.
Look at that.
So,
Do you know what? I'm not even going to lie. Me too. I literally saw today, just before I came on, a video that I just put up because I didn't have a video to put. I would just put up something random that's been sitting in my studio
Then
for
boom,
ages.
you are
I put
there.
up, and literally in like less than a few days, it was on 17K. I was like,
That's
what?
it.
This video that was just sitting there.
Uh-huh.
So it's true. The viewers kind of dictate
right.
to you what
So
they
I'm not
want.
saying you shouldn't plan your videos. You should plan what to say in your videos.
Mm.
But don't have like so much time planning, I need to do this, I need to go at this. No. Just do a random thing, but know what you say in the videos. Know what your audience love to hear. Right.
And that's what creates good content.
Exactly.
So, I mean, going back to when you're going to these other countries, you do your research, but would you say it's important to, like, you know, to get familiar with the culture? So, for example, if you're going to go to Kenya, is it important for you in Ghana to start eating Kenyan food and to start learning how to speak Swahili before you go there, or you think it's not that deep?
All right. You should always be good at getting first impression. First impression is always the best. So if you try, let's say, ugali here before you get to Kenya, it wouldn't be new. You know, you might have something different, but it wouldn't be new. You'd be like, so you have to get your first impression.
Yeah.
Like, oh, wow, this is what ugali tastes like. You know, and the language, I say you have to learn that though. I mean, you'll come, go, listen, come here, I'll stop here, because you're going to be driving around and moving around too. So there are certain things you learn, certain things you have to go and experience it yourself. Right.
But, okay, so would you say it's much cheaper? I know we've talked about East Africa, but would you say it's cheaper to create content outside of the country as well then?
Right.
It is?
It is. Because when I was traveling for like this whole road trip, I was just spending $10, $8 on these roads. But from Accra to Kumasi, it's more than $20.
Of course.
You know? So it was so cheap. But when you're flying in Africa, that's what makes it so expensive. Yeah, so I made my mind up. And whenever I'm traveling, I just look at the borders close to each other and go to that particular country and then do road trips. So I've traveled on a flight for just 2 times or 3 times.
You're lying
but I've made
to
all
me.
these countries.
You are lying to me.
I'm serious.
You've been to 6 countries, but you've only been on a plane twice.
Twice, yes.
Yo, this guy is giving me ideas, guys. I'm not going to lie. If you follow me on Instagram and you just see next minute, Drew's gone to East Africa, best believe I'm not coming back to Ghana for some time. I'm going to do a road trip.
She went to Tanzania and she never came.
Oh, I'm definitely going to do this road trip. Now you've put too many ideas in my head.
You should.
Hey, road.
You should.
And you've made it sound like it's also much easier and it's also much cheaper.
Yes, it's cheaper and very easy.
So when you're creating these contents, what are like some of the things that you look for in every country that you want to make sure that you film it to say, this is actually good content that I want the world to see? What's your like inspiration, I would say?
All right, so within Africa, we don't really know each other, all right? When I say we don't know each other about culture-wise, you know, so when I travel, I mostly want to know what people know about other countries, especially women. So I use the women as baits. So I ask
I don't even know how I feel about
Let
this.
me ask you this question.
Okay.
What African country will you marry from apart from Ghana?
African? Ooh. I used to say Sierra Leone, but now I don't even know actually.
All right, so let's say when you say Sierra Leone, all Sierra Leoneans will come and watch your video. You know, so that particular type of videos people are interested to see. I made a video like that in Rwanda, and that video is over 100,000 views.
Wow, what was it? What was the title?
What Rwandese women will marry apart from Rwanda.
So technically, it's clickbait.
It's not. That's what is in the video. That's what people want to see.
It's true,
Yes.
actually.
And so when you answer, then I ask you, do you know anything about Sierra Leone men? Or do you know anything about Sierra Leone? So you don't know, and then people will be in the comment section, be like, oh, I want to take you to Sierra Leone, I want to take you here. So
Guys, Nappy is dropping some gems, right? I need to record this so I can be doing my homework. Because wow, oh my goodness. Okay, so you do things. You also you draw information, I guess, from your comment section.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So people will tell you what to do. You know, they are the same people that give you the views, and the views is the money. So you have to put in more to get more views.
Yeah.
So you can do more troubles.
I like that. So where would you say is your next country next that you're going to go to?
All right, I'm looking at West Africa now.
Okay.
Yeah, so West Africa is also very close to each other. So yeah, I might use the bus as well.
So I guess you also are trying to make things cost effective for you.
Right.
So you don't mind long journeys at all. You don't get car sick or anything.
No.
But how do you even find out about these buses that are going to place? Do you need visas on the bus? Like, do they stop you and ask you for a visa or for your passport, or is because you're on a bus and going by road is okay?
All right. So I've not had any bad experience traveling by land. That's on the borders. The first time I did that, it was like 2 a.m. And when we got to the border, I was the only Ghanaian there, and everyone was like Kenyan, Tanzanian, and they were showing their IDs. So when I showed my passport, the guy was like, "Oh, Ghanaian." I was like, "Yeah, you know Kwame Nkrumah?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Do you know Asamoah?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Okay." So it's like Kwame Nkrumah, our people have really made the name for Ghana.
Definitely,
So,
it's true. When I went to Tanzania, they were saying, you know Asamoah Gyan? And you know Shatawale?
Yes.
I like that
so,
man.
Right, they've made the name for us. So traveling by land is easy, especially in East Africa. I was at Lake Victoria, and I had a free boat ride to go see hippos. You know,
Just because you're Ghanaian?
Right, because of Kofi Annan,
Wow.
the late Kofi Annan. And the guy on the boat was called Kofi Annan too. And he doesn't even know, he wasn't born on Friday. You know, Kofi Annan also stopped the war, not war, like conflict in Kenya. Yes, so people started naming their kids Kofi Annan. Yes. So that's how close Africans should be and how we should move.
I like that. Okay. I'm getting too excited. Okay, so roughly how much would you say one person should budget? Coming from Ghana or being a Ghanaian creator, if they want to go to another country in Africa to create content, let's say for a week, how much do you think they should budget?
For me, I'm cheap. I always go for cheap. Yeah, so budget, I travel for months. Like, I don't go for a week or two. Because I want to enjoy the country.
Yes.
There's a saying that if you travel for a week, you're not a local. Travel for months and you're a local.
Wow, so then how long would you stay in each place then when you say a month?
When I travel for a month and 2 weeks.
In each country?
Right.
Like a month in Rwanda, a month in... For real?
Yeah.
And you don't miss home?
No. Growing up, I wanted to always travel. You know, I'm from an average home where we can't even afford like long journeys. Or we're traveling to our hometown. My mom has to go. Nobody has to join, you know. So I'm having this opportunity now. I need to do it. I need to take it.
I love that.
Yes.
I love that. Oh, wow.
I don't miss home at all.
Okay, so Nappy believes that, you know, when you're going to all these other countries, it's important to spend not just a week, but more than a week, because then again, I guess you get more content from there.
Exactly.
You get to understand the way they live, and you learn more about other countries as well.
I could speak a little Swahili. That could make me run around.
Look at that. Right. So, but then you didn't need a lot of money. Did you have to save a lot if you're going to spend a month?
Traveling and creating the content brings you the money. People donate. People will be like, hey, Miss Drew, take this money and go to this place. Go and make video here. So if they are giving you like 100 cities and you're traveling for like 20 cities, the rest is yours. You know, so that's how you make money and travel.
So would you say it's crowdfunding or it's not?
It's not. Mostly you have to fund most of it.
Yeah.
Like you're moving from here to Kenya, you have to fly, you have to pay for it, and it's not cheap.
So basically, when YouTube pays you the money, you use that money to invest back into creating the content.
Now you get it. So when YouTube pays you during traveling, then you go to another country.
That's it.
So you spend a month here, you go to another country, you're paid a month.
Then
you
views,
travel.
they help you keep going.
Yes.
So what would you say is like the end goal for you? Like with all of this traveling, what's like the when you're like, oh, I've made it, I can chill now.
All right. So I want to finish the world, and then I can start the whole school about media. And
I'm actually gonna cry.
Yeah, because I can do this forever. Yeah, so that's what I want to do.
Traveling the world. So far in Africa, let me say, what's your favorite country that you've been to?
I would say Tanzania.
Tanzania is beautiful. Yo,
and Kenya.
Tanzania is beautiful.
Yeah, they have everything that the world has.
Like,
you don't have to travel the world.
Please, honestly, people underestimate. Tanzania is beautiful.
It's amazing, yeah.
From like the beaches to the greenery to the animals, like
everywhere.
Oh.
And it's so cheap.
Yes, for real.
Yeah, I asked my cousin to buy potatoes, and it was worth like 5 cedis. He bought 2 bags of potatoes, like big bags, not
5 cedis.
5 cedis. I was like, oh, this is not even watching money.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Now, so Nappy, before you go, what kind of advice I would say would you give to upcoming YouTubers, or because there are some people that have the impression that they want to travel but it's so expensive. They want to travel, they want to do all these things, but they can't. And you've just explained he likes it cheap and he's been able to do so much. But then maybe, I guess you also need to be able to endure long journeys.
Yes.
Because some people are like, oh my God, I get car sick or whatever. But you've also explained that on the road you see so many beautiful things. So I guess it just fades out the fact that it's so long. So some advice to any YouTubers that are watching that, they want to travel or they feel like it's too much.
All right, we are all upcoming YouTubers. I'm one of them, despite I have 20,000 and above, but we're all upcoming. And one thing that I'll say is we don't need big machines or cameras to start our YouTube. I started with my phone, and I was traveling when I was even having 2,000 subscribers. All right, so just do your best. Whatever you have to film with, just film with it. You don't need MacBooks to edit your computer, your videos. You can use your phone to edit your videos. And because when I was traveling, I was filming on my phone, editing on my phone. Everything was on my phone until I got to 10,000 and I bought my first computer. So yes, please just use what you have to just create the content. Don't look at others and be like, oh, he has this and he has that. Please just do this. Yeah.
Do you need a team or you travel by yourself?
I travel with my cousin.
Just one other person, just the two of you, tag team. I like that. I like that. Do you think it's important to travel with somebody, or you can go by yourself?
There's certain content you need to get someone to help you film. So mostly when I started traveling with him like a year ago. So yeah.
Shout out to your cousin Nappy. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. All right, so Nappy, any last words on where we can follow you on this journey? Because we already know you're going crazy places, and we need to be part of this family.
Okay, thank you so much for the opportunity, and thank you to every viewer. I really appreciate that. I've been nominated for Content Creator of the Year.
Oh, wow. Look at, guys, we have a celebrity in our list. We have a celebrity. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So how can we vote for you?
You can vote by dialing *414 *714#, and then you use the code EN1 to vote for me.
Nice.
Yes, thank you so much. Yes, you can follow me on all social media as NAPPIEBRIGGS Nappy Breaks. And on Twitter, Nappy Breaks were 1. Yes.
I like that. I like that. That's Nappy Breaks, guys. Do you have like a slogan? Because you'll be traveling the world.
If you're watching, let's say it together. Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy NAPPIE.
NAPPIE.
Yes,
to the world, guys.
Yes, to the world.
It's Nappy to World. Please go and follow him, because as you can see already from the snippet that we showed, he's doing amazing things, and we need to be a part of that journey. He's also dropped some serious golden gems on how to create that good content when you go to other countries. I've even learned. I'm going to do East Africa by road, so watch this space. It's Tuesday, guys. You already know Drew's got a new video coming up on YouTube on Tuesday, so make sure you check it out. But that's it for Travel Tuesday. I'm going to see you after this. Hey.
Think your bad mind, look, so you be baddest. When we walk, tell you what you man check. One yellow, when good one day. Money sweet, but get to me the problem. Oh, in your mind, you be awareness. Now we know what you want, we never back up. Go the enemy, us smoke my ganja. Jungle party is a nigga. She your bank, and go. Miss you, check it out, me a Namboh. Check it out, me, check it out. Baba, shoot no head. Baba, shoot no head. Oh, your body go. So tell me what's the go. Be like a dog, go. You gonna buy a sexy diva. I get some fever. Cause wow, it's like I said, downtown, what I do, and them feet. Cause wow, it's like I said, what I do, downtown, what I do, and them feet. Jungle party is a link. She like them go. Miss check it over me a Namboh. Check it over me, check it why. La belle, je me fais. 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 Jungle party is a leader. She like check it over me, check it over me, check it why. La belle, je me fais. 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 La belle, je me
Je m'appelle Godwin. Welcome back to the AM Club right here on MX24 TV, home of fan feelers and factual stuff. And of course, I'm doing this with your hostess with the mostest, Ms. Drusilla Latte.
Wow, yes, indeed, guys. It is a girl, Miss Drew, your hostess for the mostest. Now, I've got some information for you before we even get into our last segment. It is music, magic music, and comedy. Now, this is an event that everyone's been anticipating happening on the 30th of July. MMC is back at the Grand Arena. 3 exciting arts will come to play: music, magic, and comedy all on one stage. Now, this is going to be an event with pleasant tunes mixed with laughter and a touch of the unthinkable. So performing live is the Golden Boy. You already know it's Kiddy, Evergreen, Adina, Rip Crackers, Clemento Suarez, Kenny Black, and South African magician Rengard. So tickets are going for a cool only 100 Ghana CDs and 150 for double. So don't come alone, come with somebody, enjoy the fun. It's powered by Global Media Alliance and is proudly sponsored by HD Plus, Scent of Africa, South African Airways, and Eddie's Pizza. So you already know it's going to be a big event. I said music, magic, and comedy all together. It's going to be amazing. So make sure you guys are there 30th of July.
Absolutely. But now it's time for the plug, and we have some few minutes to go. And we have a a guest.
Our birthday girl.
Yep.
Our birthday girl and producer. Happy birthday to you. Hey, happy birthday to you. Hello, happy birthday.
Please sit down.
It's okay, I'll finish singing now.
She's welcome.
Thank you.
Andrefa is a producer of the AM Club, and she joins us to tell us something very unique, something interesting happening from July 4th.
Yes. So basically, if you've been watching MX24 television, if you've been following us on social media, on our virtual spaces everywhere, you've seen that we have something new coming up. You've seen a new face, but this is us here at the AM Club officially telling you that we are having a new face on the morning show from next week, July 4th. Emefa Akosia Adeti. She's going to be the next co-host joining our handsome Godwin.
Isn't he excited? He's so happy. Our next co-host, she's so beautiful. Our Ghana's most beautiful. Godwin is so happy. They've been doing private videos together.
Well. So Akosia, she's you know her already. She's a TV star. She's the Ghana Most Beautiful 2012. She's done a number of amazing stuff. She's an entrepreneur, a marketing consultant, a philanthropist, a lot of things actually. So she brings a lot to the table. She's very good, and I really can't wait to see the connection and then the vibe. And obviously, since we're having a new phase, we are sort of restructuring, giving things a little more feel, a little more vibe.
See, she will let me ask her the questions. It's just...
Yeah, I just want
to come and tell us more. Just tell us everything. Yeah, so it's going to be what, extra 3 hours
So it's
now?
extra 3 hours. So from
It's not extra 3 hours. Please.
No, okay, it's 3 hours. So from next week, Monday, officially, I'm informing you that we're starting the show from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Bright and early. We want to catch you very, very early. The moment you wake up, you just stick to MX24 television. So from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. So please start sending your daily dose of Vim much earlier. And what's interesting as well is we're going to add the phone call session. So during the daily dose of Vim, unlike you can send your messages, but those who want to call in and express themselves, share your daily dose of Vim, you can do that from next week. And now it's 3 hours, so everything is going to be more. Fun is going to be more. Factual is going to be more, fearless is going to be more. So expect a lot from us, and we're adding a little more things to it. We have the health check, we'll be giving you some health tips. We have the money talk, we'll be giving you some money tips, and a number of things actually. And most importantly, we want you listening, you watching us right now, to be very, very interactive. And so we want, you are. So we want to engage you more.
Beautiful.
So please, during the segment, feel free to call in. Every single segment, basically, we just want to engage you more.
Serious callers.
This is serious callers only. And for those who think that, so what's going to happen to Miss Drew? She's not part of... No, Miss Drew is a
Miss Drew is the
part.
AM Club.
In fact,
Miss Drew is the AM Club.
In fact, I think what's exciting is the fact that we are now like a club. We're more like a team. So you have Emefa and I, you have Miss Drew for a Travel Tuesday. Of course, when it comes to Travel
Friday,
it's her, she's handling
Miss Drew is the plug.
It's plugging us. Afro Girl is
MX
Breaks with all the entertainment.
And I'll be in and out one of these. I'll be going in and out. I'll be going in and out.
You're giving us the facts.
Absolutely. And Derek will also be handling
the sports.
So it's a whole team, and it's going to be fun. We want to be part of your life. And we want you to be a part of our lives. So this is it.
Please expect more. Expect more from us. Please. Hey, from next week, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Please don't miss our very first show, because it's really going to be exciting.
Yes, it is going to be. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Awesome.
Wow.
Well,
thank you.
There you have it. Emefa, thank you so much for letting us know what's happening next week, Monday. So all the dials should be, or the channels should be on MS24 TV. Don't tune out. 7 a.m. bright and early. We're coming to you.
Go to sleep with MX so that when you wake up, you'll be watching the show.
Thank you.
And all the other shows we have on the channel as well. You don't want to miss out. Emefa, thank you so much.
Thank you, Godwin.
I appreciate you. Chichi. Drew, we say thank you.
Thank you very much for everybody that joined us today, from our Daily Dose of Vim to even Afro Girl, with our Coffee Daily, to our lovely chats that we had today. Is Ghana very expensive?
And of course.
They said it themselves. They all said it themselves.
Thank you so much. Thank you to Kayode, the Nigerian guy coming through, and also thank you to Shemaine for that interesting submissions. And then Travel Tuesday.
Of course, we had Napi, who told us how we can actually travel by road to all these countries for cheap. Very, very cheap. So guys, don't think that just because you don't have money you can't travel. You actually can if your heart is really into it. And of course, our birthday girl. How are you celebrating today?
How are you celebrating? Is there a cake?
I can't believe you're here,
I'm sorry. I like quiet, private stuff.
She's lying, guys. She's lying. She's expecting a surprise. So please send money, okay?
Thank you.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much for being a part of the show. We are leaving. We're back here tomorrow with Fashion Wednesday. Don't miss out. Godwin Namboh is my name, at Godwin Namboh on all social media platforms.
And it's your girl, Miss Drew, your hostess for the mostest, Miss Drew, and Miss Drew TV. New video today from Togo.